That looks like some kind of dragonfish. Read about her on the internet. "18 wells on the castle grounds." This is one of them. Majestic entry, particularly when it was brand new and the stones were brand new. Here we climbed up to the next level, and apparently this was kept in place for historical reasons or whatever, I don't know. It says this is the only castle in Japan in which all the Anmaru buildings have been kept in perfect condition, therefore of great historical value. What's interesting is, though, unlike the one in Kumakoto that was completely reconstructed and you have to go in there in your socks. An interesting piece of art. The veranda is lovely. It opens into this little garden. Of course, there wouldn't have been that panoply of ugly buildings to disturb the view in those days. But imagine, even on a rainy day, you could walk the veranda in the rain, protected, enjoying that different ambiance. And the vistas that you had. If you wanted privacy, you could wall yourself off, or not. So we're now in the defensive castle portion, of course. And these steep stairs theoretically are designed to make it difficult to enter this area and easier to defend. So this floor is a museum, as are all the floors. We'll take a look at each of the individual exhibits, particularly when there was no battle going on, which was most of the time, I'm sure. Was no doubt the home for the warlord and his supporting staffs, etc. So it was designed to be a comfortable place. I wonder if families lived up here, or at least within the overall moat compound. The construction kitchen. Those look like the Chinese baozi, kind of like muffins filled with stuff. It's not even muffins. And here for stones or air or both. And then the processing of the whale. Notice the winches used to move around those big chunks of the whale, as well as the blubber when it's being removed. And here the factory for boiling it down into use for oil. We talk about how the pyramids were built, but these are big rocks, big stones. Granted, they can be pulled. That's a huge one there, and there are others up there equally, almost as large. How'd they get them up to that height? Did they build ramps of dirt here and then remove them? Maybe so. So where I think I am right now is the Hirimaya Market area. Pretty little spot to come and have lunch. It's the time of day when that's what we do here. So this tomato pink line must be the line that is the mall area. A pedestrianized street. Water sculpture with green water. Inside that mall, the ladies had a couple of table booths set up where they were selling this and various kinds of things. Now, some of these things I can recognize. That I can't recognize. That is a shrimp. That is I don't know what. That's rice. Those are sesame seeds. This I have absolutely no clue, nor anything else. And then I bought some Wilkerson soda water and some black chocolate. Now the correct way to eat Japanese food is you'll take a little bite of something like this meat, and then you take a chunk of rice and put that in your mouth and mix them the two together. So that's how you tend to eat everything. That is some kind of fried chicken, cold. This is some kind of pickled something, but there's something strange in it too that I don't know what's in it. This red one is some kind of like a pork sausage. Has a little bit of something that reminds me of a cold cut of some sort. And then I have no idea what this thing where my thumb is. It doesn't taste bad at all. It doesn't even taste rubbery or anything like that. Although it reminds me of a garden hose. So this is the Harimaya Bridge. Famous because of a love affair between a monk and a young lady. Reminds me of the little bridge I walked across in, what's that, Tirana, Albania. It was a very old bridge. And altogether, a lovely little mini park. This is Meiji black chocolate, but it comes packaged like little chiclets. Stairs, and then probably that other set of stairs, there's little ones, get right down onto that lowest level. Make for a great bike path. Like somebody's fishing boat parked underneath the bridge here. Has a little chair, wooden chair set up. They're not working right now, but that looks like interlocking breakwater material that you pound down into this soil and create a wall. Maybe as a result of the tsunami that they had, they fear that water rushing in here after an earthquake could break down these walls. And maybe this is an effort to provide much more vertical strength to that wall. I think that's reminiscent of Chinese neighborhoods. Apartments may be small and absolutely packed in everywhere, although this doesn't look like a high-density neighborhood. The buildings aren't very tall. There are basically two routes. One goes from Kochi Station due south to Suribachi, I think it is, and the other one crisscrosses it at the intersection where that red. And one good reason to stop in at an information station or even the train's ticket station is that you may be able to get a map such as this. This is the entire routing for Shikoku Island, and it's in Japanese and English, and it includes, if you were able to see closely enough, and maybe you can, the number of the station also. So that's an easy way to compare between the two if you're trying to somehow use the Japanese language as well as the small version of the bridge we saw yesterday.